One of the things that I concentrate on when I do training is to make sure that people understand that how you say things, and particularly in the era of social media, I find that email, while it's easy, can be dangerous as well, because there aren't a lot of people that will proofread, what they've said in an email or a text or a tweet or something on Facebook, which may have unintended consequences. And those are the things that get companies in trouble.
And you don't know who's forwarding it, who's reading it.
That's exactly
and
right.
Sometimes I even say to people, and I've learned from other people, maybe just say it, don't put it in writing, unless you want it in writing.
Or if you're going to put it in writing, maybe wait a few hours before you send it, or the next day, because I've seen on more than one occasion, again, as an employment lawyer, a lot of times I look at emails that may have been sent by a supervisor to a subordinate with no evil intent, but the way it's phrased, the way it's communicated to an outsider looking at it may not be so innocent. And so that's why I think people need to pay pretty close attention. And one of the problems is, the communication is instantaneous. So you email, it can be instantaneous, you Facebook, you text, and there's not much thought given to how will it be received on the other end.
It's often a knee-jerk
How will it be perceived by a third party looking at it 6 months later in the midst or context of a legal claim? So you got to be very careful about that.
And I'm guessing also, I've heard other things where, and again, a lot of my clients come to me for communication skills, and so it may come up, they're having issues with their boss or their manager, and how can they be more assertive, or how could they speak in a certain way? So I'm on the other end of that, helping some of the people in organizations or the leaders how they can speak better. Because everything I talk about is just what you're saying. I talk about the visual, the vocal, and the verbal, and you may say something, but it's how you say it, and it's how you look when you say it, and you already mentioned
I mean, it's
that.
very, very important. And, as a manager in our firm, one of the managers, I try and pay particular attention, even if it's an overall negative message, something that an employee has done or an attorney has done, which may not be the best practice, but I try and communicate it in a constructive way rather than a destructive way, because I just find that the latter really doesn't get you too far.